Hello everybody and welcome back to the ASUS YouTube page. This is JJ and we're bringing you guys another video. If you guys have checked out the channel recently, we just posted our actual overview on the brand new ASUS 7970 series matrix graphics card. So that's actually this card right here. So we're following it up with this video right here, and this is actually going to be a performance oriented video, just giving you guys a little bit of perspective at what the performance is when actually taking two of these cards and setting them up in Crossfire. So we're going to be taking a look at a couple benchmarks on our 2560 by 1440 monitor here, and we're going to see what type of frame rates we can get out of two cards overclocked and running in Crossfire. Okay guys, so before we jump into the benchmarks, we're just going to give you a quick breakdown on actually what we're running here in terms of our testbed setup. So as we noted earlier, we've got two 7970 matrix series graphics cards. These are the Platinum series cards, so they are set to an overclock of 1.1 gigahertz as well as 6.6 gigahertz on the memory. We're actually going to be overclocking these cards to 1.2 gigahertz and 6.8 gigahertz on the memory for both of them and running on Crossfire. Speaking of Crossfire, we are using our Rampage 4 Extreme motherboard. So that's an X79 series motherboard to give us essentially top-of-the-line performance when it comes to the multi-GPU setup that we're going to be running. Working in conjunction with that, of course, we've got a Core i7 12 thread CPU running in here. So we have the 3960X, so that's the Extreme Edition. We've gone ahead and teamed that up with some awesome high performance Corsair Dominator Platinum series memory, which we have clocked in at 1866. And then from there, rounding things out, we of course have a Corsair AX series power supply. So that's their 90% series power supply, gold series, so that we get absolutely solid power delivery, but we also get great efficiency, and then also cool performance when we're stressing this power supply under load. And then a couple of peripherals here in terms of Corsair's gaming series keyboard and mouse, and then of course our PB series 2560 by 1440 panel. Before we jump into the benchmarks, just one last note is if you take reference right here, we actually have two sets of LED load indicators. So these guys are actually going to dynamically adjust depending on the game load that's detected. So going from 0% all the way to 100%, these will change to actually 5 different ranges of colors. So make sure to keep your eyes on that. So we just wrapped up the first benchmark there with Sniper V2. As you saw, we had some really impressive frame rates at 110 frames approximately. And to give you guys a little bit of perspective, that's essentially 90% plus scaling of what we would normally have when we're running the card by itself without the actual addition of a secondary card in Crossfire. So overall, some really impressive results, not only in Crossfire, but also taking advantage of the increased clock speeds where we overclocked both cards via the GPU tweak utility. So from here, we're going to go ahead and jump into Total War Shogun.
Before Lord Years and camped on Mount Sasao. During the night, Years' men made a difficult journey around Mount Nangu and entered Sekigahara, all the while hidden by a heavy mist. Such was the mist that leading units on both sides accidentally and briefly clashed. As the mist burnt away, I could see Lord Ieyasu's command post set up at the foot of Mount Nangu. His men took their positions on the battlefield. The young Lord Hideaki has taken an excellent position on Mount Matsu. However, there are rumors of a plot by Hideaki to betray Lord Mitsuna.
Going to the ball.
So we've gone ahead and finished up just this quick round of benchmarking. So it's definitely not 100% extensive. You guys are going to want to make sure and check out all the reviews that are going to be up at all kinds of technical media review sites. They're going to be checking out these cards, putting it through its paces, giving you guys the breakdowns on the awesome cooling performance, the acoustic characteristics, which are great under gaming load, and the overclocking potential, as well as more in-depth information about the card's design. So as you guys saw, performance was really great. In Shogun, we got almost 140 frames as far as our average, about 136, 137 frames. And then in Total War, in Dawn of War, we got an average of a little bit over 100 frames, with the actually peak almost being 240 frames. So overall, some really stellar performance and really just outstanding overall frame rate performance that you get within a combination of a Crossfire 7970 configuration. So as always, if you guys have any questions, comments, feedback, we'd love to see them here on the YouTube page, and I'll definitely take my time to see if I can't respond back to you if you've got a good question. And if you want, please feel free to also hit us up at Facebook or Twitter. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure and subscribe. So thank you.